Hello there and welcome to part 2 of the Battle of Granicus 334 BC, and we're of course following Alexander the Great with his effort to cross the river Granicus and meet the Persian army located on the other side, on the other bank here. And indeed they have traversed the river over here on the right hand side. Not Alexander himself, because he's located there with his companion cavalry, but he sent over some lighter troops, both cavalry and infantry, led by Ptolemy here. They got a good foothold here. They basically, by fierce skirmishing, they scared off, and not only scared off, they actually killed 2 units here of Mithridates' flank. Mithridates was able to retreat back here, and he's with an auxiliary troop here now. But the cavalry force he was commanding both met their demise on the banks of river Granicus here when the the effective skirmishing of the Macedonian right took place. Over here we have also seen some probing skirmish, but I'd say they were not as lucky over here. I mean, the Macedonians, they also tried to force their way over the river. They still have a light troop here. But so far, the Persians have been able to push any attempts to cross the river back, and also they, maybe they got some protection over here on the high ground, so they didn't get hit by the skirmishing of the Greeks. Even though we have, if you remember, we had a Dark in the Sky card, for instance, here that we used. So, but even though they no losses here yet for the Persians, and we have been using these heavy cavalry to strike on any guys trying to force their way over here. But as said, we have still one Macedonian unit here. On the center, not much has happened. We are keeping the bank here as the Persian. We have seen some movement of the heavy phalanx going towards the river over there. The Greeks here have started marching forward a bit, but they are still a bit away from the action. So we're gonna see now how Alexander can use this bridgehead and see if it's possible to crush the Persian defense here, or if the Persians, with the help of some Greek phalanxes, can recover this flank that they lost and maybe win by that. But remember, we already have 2 banners for the Macedonians and 0 to the Persians. So let's continue from there. So it's the Macedonians who goes first. So we have 2 cards with 2 units over here. We have a line command, we have a heavy troop, and we have 2 of the medium ones. So what do we want to do? I think we actually could, well, I can see 2 good things. One is to use the 2 units right. We could order Alexander to move onto the river and also do some kind of attack here, perhaps with a auxiliaries there. And that's good. The second one is actually to use a medium. We could move up those medium heavies, we can move up that Greek phalanx to the line of the heavier phalanxes here, so we are also with those just at the river, and we could also actually get Alexander on the river with that card as well. So it's 2 good cards. I'm gonna roll for the decision here. So 1 to 3 I will play that card, and 4 to 6 I will play an order medium card. So it's an order medium card then. We have 2 of them, so we can still move 1 more. So we can activate up to 6 medium heavy units. So it's 1, 2, and 3, and that's all we have actually. So we start with a movement. The phalanx moves here, so we have now a nice infantry line there. Alexander will move into the gap here. Now for these medium heavy, should we move them here or against that light? If we move them here, we cannot be reached by that heavy cavalry, so I'm happy with that. So I'm gonna move him here and attack. Yeah, so we have one attack. These guys will of course evade back there, but we're still gonna roll 3 dice and hope for some green. No, so nothing here. But now we have that flank open, and we could, if we are not pressed back, we can move over and actually do some attacks with the medium cavalry there as well. That's good. And I mean, we have another card we could activate that unit with, together with Alexander. So the Persians have really many places they want to. I mean, they are more in a stressed position here. They need to do something here, try to prevent those guys from getting over. They need to secure so that we don't get the heavy infantry from the Macedonians over. That's gonna be difficult. And here, of course, now we see also Alexander coming over. We don't have really the troops to counter him. We need to get those Greek phalanxes over there. We would like to get some fire over here with lighter troops, so we maybe press them back to the river, but we sure cannot tend all fronts at once. So it's a question of priorities here, and I don't really know what's most urgent right now. But we have 3 here, we have 3 in the center, more here with two troops, or 1 over here, and that would be that leader unit there. It's Mithridates. So center, we could move up the Greeks, or we could attack again. I don't really know. I don't really know. I think it's between these 2 cards. So I'm gonna be fair to Alexander and also roll for the Persians. It's 1 to 3, 4 to 6. It's 4. It's a 4, so it's a center. So next question with that card is: should we again do the cavalry charge, or should we activate the Greeks now? So I will do a second roll. 1 to 3, I will be more cautious. That means more preparation. I will move up these guys and maybe do 1 attack. If I roll 4 to 6, I will be more aggressive. I will attack with what I can here. The heavies, those guys, and maybe also Mithridates or something. Let's see. So it's a 6, so it will be a more aggressive one. So I will again leave the Greeks on this side of the hill, and I will attack with the heavy cavalry. I will attack with those guys. What else? Let's see if we can also get that guy back over the river. So, movement. I'm actually now thinking, should I perhaps anyway go back? Because if they go up here next time, they're gonna have 2 units that hits me, and they have a leader with them. And I'm down to 2 blocks, you know. So if I could move there instead, I cannot be attacked. And I mean, they need to end here, so I could move back and do the attack first next time if possible. So I will do this. I'll roll back here and do the attack against those guys. But I want to stay here in the vicinity so I can get back to the riverbank if needed. Those guys already moved, and these guys will move down here. So that's it. So let's start with the heavy cavalry. It's 2 dice against those lights. So it's that is not a hit, but the sword symbol is a hit for sure. But those guys stand the ground and they will now hit back with 2 dice. And now they got in a hit. So it paid off to be resilient here and just stay here. I mean, we have 4 blocks here, and we are more. We can win on the attrition war over here as the Macedonian. Okay, next up is these guys, and I want to. It would be nice to attack these again, but I need to get those cavalry over, because if they can start to roam free here, we could be doomed. So we want to hit those guys back. It's 2 dice, and I actually hope for a flag now. We didn't get that, but we got a leader symbol. That's at least we got 1 block of those cavalry. They now hit back with 2 dice, and they hit with 2. They just rolled so much better right now, the Macedonians. So we are. And we also need to check what happens with Spitidates. He's fine, but now it's barely fine. And that's those attacks. We didn't manage to push them back over the river, and we are in a really weak state here now. It doesn't look too good over there either. We have 1 attack left, so we're gonna do another charge against those infantry units there, and luckily at least we got a leader with us. We got this time at least 1 hit. We missed them last time, if you remember. But this is not good enough, because now they will roll back with 3 dice, and of course they hit with 1, and they got the flag. So we're down to 1. We're gonna check what happens first with the leader there. Do a leader loss check, and he's also barely fine. So he can now, we still have the flag. We could opt to take it or stand our ground here, but now it's getting really dangerous here. We only have 1 die left, so I think we need to accept the fact that we have lost the center up on the river as well. So we need now to retreat. 1, 2, and 3. Back here to the baseline. So we have pretty much opened up the center for the Greeks now. And, well, it doesn't look good. That's for sure. Oh, now it's the Macedonians again. So it's 2 over here. We have a line command with which we could get the whole phalanx line up on the river. We have some heavies. I don't think I'm going to play that now. We have a similar one on there. We have a medium. That means we could get that cavalry into action now. It could be really nice. And we get the leadership over... no, center leadership. Okay, we could also get... Parmenio moving with that one. But you know what? I'm gonna play the mediums again, because now I just have to use the fact that I stayed on the river here to my advantage. So I will do some cavalry attacks here now. So I will start just moving 1 over here, I think. Yeah, let's just roll them from the flank. Maybe I should activate the units first. And now we have Alexander, and he actually will be able to 1, 2, and 3 to attack those guys. They will of course evade, but still. And we can get these Greeks up on the river at least. So this is how it ends, and let's start with Alexander. So those guys will retreat or evade, but we still get 3 dice and the extra dice from Alexander in the attack. So we got 4 dice and we are looking for greens. Now we got 1. So 1 of these bow units down, and now they evade towards the center. And I cannot gain ground or do any bonus stuff because they did evade. But good enough. I mean, we are really dominating here, and here we have now seen the first charge of the of the companion cavalry, even though the light bow units just scatter up in the hills here. We got another one, and here's no evade chance because we are having medium heavy against medium heavy. So it's the Greeks attack, the Macedonians attack. It's 3 dice. We need 1 hit, and unfortunately we didn't get it. That was a really bad roll by the Macedonians this time. So it's 0 hits. We get the flag, but since I have a leader here, I will of course ignore that flag because now I want to get the chance to hit back and at last maybe get the first banner. Nope, we got 1 hit on the Greeks by that leader roll, but oh my, this is carnage here. I think we will soon see the first Greek casualty over here. And that's it. I was expecting to get 1 or actually maybe 2 banners here, victory banners, but it was a bad roll from that cavalry over there. Did I draw a new card? No, I didn't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They should have 6. It's the Persians. And 2 in the center, or 3 or 2, or 1 guy over here. Again, there's so much to tend to here, so I don't know really where to start. Should I do something here, or should I try to get that banner now, but that lone block there? Maybe I should. But if we don't do anything here, Alexander will move up somewhere here and just bring carnage here, that's for sure. We could move up the Greeks to do a blocking force here, of course, but they can ride around and attack here instead, so we're pretty much doomed here. We don't have any evade hexes with these guys, and then no retreat hexes either. What on earth should we do with the Persians now, actually? Let's roll for it. I cannot decide. I mean, I want to do something on each and every section. I want to get these guys, try to push on fire. I want to get the center activated to get the Greeks towards Alexander, and I want to activate here because I want to get rid of that and at least get 1 banner for the Persians. So here we go. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a 1, so we will actually activate 2 in the center now. So and I could attach a leader or move a leader, so I will actually do that. Yeah, I will activate the leader with 1 and 1 of the phalanxes here. So the phalanx will move here, Rosekis will move over and attach with the Greeks, and they will now attack Alexander, who evades, and I get the 4 dice though. I'm looking for blue. I got 1. 1 of the companions down. I mean, that's a success in itself, and of course we're gonna see the fate of Alexander. Imagine what would happen if he would fall here. No, not a chance. He got away, and that's it. So we have a last bit of chance here, last draw, how we have taken control of the hilltop here, trying to dominate the plain beyond with that, but that's not easy to do. So let's go with the Macedonians. Yeah. Inspired leader, center leader. I could actually play this and activate Alexander with this. +4 units. That's not bad. So we're gonna activate Alexander. Those guys. 2, 3, and well, let's take the light cavalry then. Or maybe not. Maybe we'll take these heavy phalanx there and get them on the river. So, we'll try to get that phalanx there. So we move up here, we move up here. These guys will move, these guys will move in the back here. And then we have Alexander, and I will be extremely bold with him now and the companions. I will do a 1, 2, and 3, because I will attack these guys now. I know that's bold and I can lose my companion cavalry, but I'm hoping to get maybe a banner. I mean, if I can just get some flags, these guys are out, and then I can get the same on these guys, and suddenly I can get 2 banners by that. That's really good. So let's see, but let's start here. I'll start with Ptolemy, and he's attacking uphill, and I think that's only 2 dice actually. But we want to wear those guys down, and we have a leader with us. So that's a flag and a light, so that was actually a miss, a total miss here. So they will fight back with 3 dice because they battled downhill, and they get in 1 hit. So we need to check what happens with Ptolemy. Ptolemy fell. Can you believe it? Will this mean there's no succession wars? Okay, so unexpectedly the Persians got their first banner by getting Ptolemy's head. Oh my, this was kind of crazy. The Greeks fight really hard here. Alright, under the leadership of Roisakis here. But I'm still gonna do the second attack as well, so it's 2 dice again. Now I don't get the leader hits, and I missed again. And those guys will fight me downhill, and again 1 hit. So those Greeks are in a really strong position here. Really strong position. So let's see if Alexander is more lucky here in the background. So these guys cannot evade. And I will get 4 dice in my attack. I don't know if I could get, let's say, 1 flag and 2 hits. They are done for. Well, better off. I got 2 hits and 2 flags, so they are really dead. The whole unit scattered and ceased to exist. So now we got the 3rd banner, and then we're gonna move down here. Sorry, here we are, and then do another attack against those guys who cannot evade either. So it's 4 new dice, and this time I didn't roll as good as the last time. We only got 2 hits, and they have 3 blocks here. So they're gonna fight back actually. But they missed. So Alexander is alive and kicking, and he's really doing some good business down here, riding down the lighter and the remnants here. I mean, here we could have 2 easy banners if the Persians don't do anything about it. Another card for the Macedonians, and then we have the Persians. Outflanked, maybe that's the best one right now. It's indeed the best one right now. Okay, I cannot activate any Greeks with that, but I cannot do that anyway with any card, so this would be good, because now we could actually, with a bit of luck, get Alexander. Well, very much luck actually. But we're gonna try. So I'm gonna activate those guys on the left flank and on the right flank. Now it's time to get that guy. And what else? We're gonna activate those guys, and let's take those guys. So for movement, I will now move Mithridates in for the kill here, and those guys go up to the hill and prevent Alexander from retreating. We could even do a desperate attack here if they are down to 1 block or something. And the heavy cavalry actually, he will ride to the rescue here. So they will do a charge in the flank of the Greeks going over here. These guys, well, let's put them there and do the attack. So, where to start? Let's start here. So I got 3 dice, and I need that 1 hit. Come on. Oops. Oh yeah, I got it. So I got the Greek cavalry on my right hand flank, giving me the second Persian banner. Now it's starting to happen something here. So Mithridates is doing well, and he can go in and go 1 more and then attack again. So he will now attack the lights there, only with 2 dice though. And he actually managed to get the hit on those lights. That was maybe a bit bold, because now they can hit back, and if they just hit with 1, well, maybe that was really bad of me to play it like that. Well, it's easy to say after I have rolled the dice, of course, but let's see. The lights will fight back, and unfortunately for the Persian, they did hit. So this medium cavalry goes down. We get another Macedonian banner, and we're gonna check the fate of Mithridates, and it's only 1 die actually. Ah, he's fine, so he can now retreat to the light cavalry here. So here we are. Second attack. We got this heavy cavalry charge into the side of that phalanx. We got 4 dice. Those guys can ignore 1 flag because they are supported. But let's see. It's 1, 2 and 3 hits. That's a really good charge. Didn't wipe it out, but man, was that a good hit. They were taken by surprise in the side here, but unfortunately for the Persians, they can hit back. And for sure they did too. They used the last spears they had to impale those horses, so I got 3 hits in, and we only have 2 blocks here, so they are out. But we need to do something with the Persians, right? So actually the Macedonians got another banner here. It's 1 from victory now. And well, it's a lost cause more or less. But let's see if we can get Alexander. That would be maybe worth it then. So here we have the first attack. It's Mithridates attacking Alexander the Great, who is now surrounded by infantry. So we got three dice. Let's see, we got 1 and we got 2 hits. We got rid of the companions. Can you believe it? No, they can ignore one of these. right? Let's see the companion. Yeah, they can ignore one sword symbol. So it's actually only one hit. It's only one hit. Too bad for the Persians there. Too bad. We still need to check the fate of Alexander though. He's fine. And now the companions will hit back with 4 dice. This could be devastating. We're looking for green, I think. Yeah, it's auxiliaries, but we only got 1 hit. 1 down. And let's check if Mithridates survived. He did. So now is the question: do we dare to do attack here down to get that guy? I mean, if we can get that medium heavy cavalry, Alexander need to first, if he survives, he needs to evade, right? Then he needs to evade through my lines here, so I get another roll for him if he survives. So that could be worth it. So I will do it. If I miss, the game could be over. But if I hit, well, that could be an interesting situation at least. So let's do it. It's 2 dice, and the only chance is to roll a blue, because even if I roll 2 flags, the companion can by themselves ignore 1, and then we have Alexander who can ignore 1 flag, so it's 2 flags immunity there. But let's see, if we get a blue, that's good. No, we didn't, so okay. So we're probably doomed now. But the cavalry will attack uphill, so I think it's 2 dice. I wonder if Alexander gives me the 3rd dice. I think we have 3 dice actually, thanks to Alexander. He works like getting a bonus die from a card, I guess. So let's see, we only need 1 hit, and we got it by this one. And those ambushing bowmen got killed up in the hills, and by that Alexander yields the last needed victory banner, and the Battle of Granicus is over. Well, this was a busy scenario, I think, at least from Persian point of view. I mean, I was stressed all over the place with those guys. I mean, trying to hinder those guys from pouring over, it was just an impossible task. Even though we had some nice cavalry up there, but there were just too many, and the skirmish fire coming from there just killed me. I mean, this flank in 1 turn, it just broke, you know, and suddenly they poured over here and put some pressure here. Okay, we managed to get those 2 banners in the end, and we for sure could have gotten a few banners more. I mean, here we have only 1 block, this phalanx down to 1 block, 2 here, 2 here. So I mean, it's not that far away, I think. So, and this guy up here did a tremendous job defending that hill from the auxiliaries' attack, and Ptolemy, who fell in the uphill fight here. Crazy. So, and we were lucky to get away with these guys, with the Persians. But anyway, I felt really busy trying to hinder the Macedonians from getting over, and it was more or less impossible. I don't know, maybe it would have been wiser to retreat from the beginning and try to create a solid line down here instead and get a pitched battle. But on the other hand, I think we would have been overrun by these heavier infantry in the end. But that could be an interesting tactic to try out, at least. Have this hill here as an anchor and try to get a defense around it. I don't know if it works, but problem is that we have most of the good troops from the Persians here are cavalry, and they are pretty fragile, you know. As soon as you lose 1 block, you are already in a bad position. Anyway, it was fun though, and Alexander did for sure make a name already in this battle. Right now he did a good charge in the well, he broke loose from his main line and just started. Somehow he sensed that behind these hills there are weakened troops, and he went there and slaughtered them. And by that won. Okay, the Persians did an effort to do a counterattack by surrounding him, massed around him, and just try to way through to Alexander and kill him, but they were not successful thanks to the immunity of one of these rolls by the companion cavalry. Crazy indeed. So anyway, I'm happy you were with me and watched this battle, and well, we want to continue with Alexander next time, and I think it's Issus, that's the next battle. So another fine battle coming up with Alexander the Great. So again, thanks for watching, and see you again. Bye bye.